Hello everyone, welcome to Phasmophobia. Well, one more day we're going to be heading into Nell's Diner. I think today's going to be the last day, but still want to check out this new map. Still enjoying it. Feel like we've had a lot of good experiences, so maybe a couple more, but I do think it's time to go back to some other maps and see how different they are. I think it's going to be really weird going back to some classic maps that aren't, restructured like Bleasdale and Grafton, so I think we're just going to be going back to Tanglewood. But as we get in here, I did want to mention, I got a comment asking why when I smudged a ghost, when I ran away, I immediately crouched. And honestly, I never noticed stuff like that before, and I don't think I would have ever noticed me doing that unless someone pointed it out. But I think I just feel safer when I'm crouched and running away from the ghost. But it is kind of a line of sight thing, so maybe that's what I'm thinking. When you crouch, you do, break line of sight from the ghost differently. So I feel like maybe I'd rather crouch and then get into my hiding spot rather than run to the hiding spot and then crouch. Because if you're like in your hiding spot and the ghost sees you and then you crouch, you're dead. So I don't know, it's just a weird thing I've never really noticed. But I do notice this monkey paw here. I don't know if I have much else to do with you. I don't know why we're getting such crazy monkey paw luck. Let me just take a peek back here. I hear something, or was that just me going through the plastic? Maybe that was just... I don't know. I heard it when I went through it, but I thought I heard something after I'd already walked back in here. Okay, I'm not gonna be tricked by this. I don't think this is actually the ghost room. I think the ghost is just somewhere nearby. I mean, technically I'm standing in the middle. Okay, now you're doing stuff over here. Means you may have teleported over here. Okay. Well, we have the EMF photo. Let me walk out here. I haven't found the bone. I want to kind of walk around here and see if this is actually maybe where the ghost really is. Also, I'm gonna run. We haven't gotten the breaker, right? Yeah. Make sure we hit that. So maybe I'll look around, get some lights on, try and see. We don't have the hiding spot. I do want to see if we can run into the bone, take a photo. Being a little thorough. Let me just walk around. We might come looking for the bone again in a minute. Yeah, got some more searching to do out here. Since we have the breaker on, let me hit these two switches. I need to kind of remember to do that as I walk in here, but it's not that hard to get the lights on around here. Alright, so actually, let me walk out here in the light and take a look. So it's Patricia Baker. We already have a photo of EMF, it seems. Sanity, and then 2 unique sounds. The thing is, we did just take a photo, and the ghost did not disappear, so it's not Phantom. That's one thing we can rule out. Let me get this light on in here. Now, the first thing I heard I thought was back here. Also didn't look in here for the bone. Also, I'm kind of just seeing if the ghost does something as I'm walking around here. But maybe the storage room back there actually is the ghost room. Alright, let me see if Patricia will do something for me back here. Patricia, are you here? I already have a photo. Only thing I could really get is EMF 5. When I first came in here, I was standing about right here, and I realized it wasn't the sound of that, but it sounded like it was back there. Patricia, give us a sign. So, actually, I don't really know about the light situation in this room. I guess that makes sense. I don't even know if this might be the first time I've actually turned the light on in this room. Okay, see, I'm not seeing my breath. Haven't heard anything else from Patricia. I think this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna walk out here and I'm gonna utilize the side door. Patricia is either back here somewhere or in there, because like this is the storage is right on the other side of this wall, so it's very easy for the ghost to maybe trick you and think it's one side or the other. But I'm gonna go get a thermometer and maybe actually track down where this ghost is. It's a free photo. Alright, I'm not gonna drain my sanity. Oh my god, that is spooky. I'm gonna get out of here, get a thermometer, and try and figure out what this actual ghost room is. Alright, I'm going back in with basically my classic setup. Thermometer this time, but then the book and the video cam. Sometimes I like to bring in the video cam and the dots, but I'm really hoping that maybe if I just put the book down in the middle here, maybe we'll get lucky. I'll put that there for now. Since we're in the dark again, it seems. I don't think she kicked the breaker. I'm gonna scan the hallway. It actually is cold in here. Unfortunately, didn't get the ghost orb. For now, let me turn this on. Maybe I should look for ghost orb a little more. See, I got the book down. Let's see if maybe we can get Patricia to do something. I'm gonna turn the lights back off. I'm not really doing a good job of keeping track of my sanity. Patricia, are you here? We're going pitch dark here. Maybe I should have drained my sanity a little. Is anyone here? Maybe there's a ghost orb in one of these side rooms. Oh, I hear the door. Oh, I was way down here. I guess I'm gonna run. I didn't want to run, but... Well, there's a door move. I could run and try and get UV. I'm not gonna worry too much about it, though. Let me just peek in here. Did you close this door? I guess that was from the event earlier. Don't get stuck on the chair. Just saw that red glow. Didn't know what it was. Okay. Oh, there's the bone. Okay, good. Actually found it. I wasn't expecting it to actually be in one of these back rooms. I was gonna say... Oh, come on. This is... Oh, I guess the door was blocking it. Alright, against my better judgment, I'm gonna drain sanity with that event. I'm gonna go get... What about surviving a hunt? We do need sanity. I think I'm gonna get a smudge. We might get hunted and learn something about the ghost by getting hunted. I don't mind getting, risking getting hunted a little early. We only need one more photo, so photos are good. Actually, I already have 2 videos, and that is one of the objectives, to get media. I'm gonna bring in a smudge, then 2 more things for evidence, and see if we get hunted. I like the idea of getting hunted here and seeing if we can learn something about the ghost. So just for a change of pace, I think I am gonna let the ghost hunt me. Maybe we'll get down to 25 sanity, and just get that objective out of the way. Then I'll take all the sanity back, and we'll see if we can actually figure out this ghost. Well, I still don't have a dots projector getting in here, but I'm getting UV light if it touches a door, and also if we're gonna get hunted, it'll probably touch some doors I can check. So, yeah, going a little crazy. I want to get hunted here, see if we can figure out something just by getting hunted. So I have my smudge on me. I'm gonna use my headlamp. I do have my, smudge. So I'm gonna go in here and try and talk on the spirit box. Are you here, Patricia? Are you friendly? Don't want to write in the book. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? I'm gonna open that so I don't get stuck on it. Maybe also run over here. Did I not turn that light on? I thought I did. Okay, let me get back in the ghost room. Are you here, Patricia? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? I guess the only way I'm gonna know what my sanity is if it goes all the way back down and we get the objective. I don't like how it's not really that cold in here. Maybe that's just a no, it's just normal temperature. Maybe that's just a map thing where it's so warm. This ghost is having a hard time making the room cold. No, 21. What about in here? So maybe it's just roaming in here? It's not making any of the other rooms cold. So if it was roaming, that's not a hunt. Whenever it sings, it doesn't hunt. Oh, I get a recording if I could figure out where my camera is. Oh, it's also writing? I missed both of those. Come on. I've never seen a ghost write during... Okay, are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? I don't need a bone photo, so I'm just gonna grab this photo and we're gonna be good. I can get another writing book in here if we need it. Alright, I thought that was going to be the hunt. Well, we do have writing. Shade, Revenant. See, this is gonna be good. Dio, Thay, maybe Moroi. Some of these we can rule out just from getting a hunt here. I really would like to get that sanity drained. Did I not walk into her last time? I probably should have walked into that event if I didn't get drained from it. Is there anything here that can really help me? Kinda need to keep track of this. I'm staying in the dark this whole time just to see what happens. I'm just going for the sanity objective. I'm gonna grab this. I think she's throwing stuff back here. And I'm not... this hallway is like the bane of my existence on this map. I'm just kind of, I wish we had a better cursed item to drain my sanity. The monkey paw is not really one of the greatest ones. I can't film my own camera being thrown unless I had another camera, I guess. I really wonder if this is just a normal map thing, like on normal weather, the map... Did I just do that? Really? That's allowed? I thought... Okay. It was locked. That was a hunt. Okay, just drain my sanity, please. Okay, I guess... That doesn't make any... It was locked. So really, like... Is that intentional? When the ghost starts a hunt, it's supposed to, like, stop you from exiting the building even if the door is open. I don't know if they changed that or if that's just a weird thing on this map. But yeah, what was a hunt because it turned off all the lights? Well, I guess I'm gonna just live with the lights off. Try and get hunted again. Maybe not run outside. Yeah, I figured if that was a hunt, it wouldn't let me go outside, but then I got outside and I thought, oh, it was just an event, but the door was locked and all the lights are off. There goes the breaker. You haven't touched a door. I guess that's what I'm gonna wait for. Could it be a Raiju? I don't even... Oh, there it is. No. Thankfully. Grab my big light. I want to try and get some of the lights around the building on. I didn't hear that breaker right here get clicked. Alright, Patricia. You hunted me once. There's the average sanity. So while my sanity is low, I'm gonna try and learn something. But if we get... Ooh, I was violent, but I don't know if violent enough for poltergeist. Another throw. Could be trying to get EMF on this. Doesn't seem like it. Oh, okay. The problem is, I can't exactly tell if that was normal speed. Let me just run out here and listen. Sounds normal. I think it did speed up when it saw me. Let me get back in this corner. Here we go again, with it being quiet. I don't think it's miling. I hear the foot... Yeah. That wasn't what was happening last time I thought it was miling, so I don't think that one's a miling. I was hearing very light footsteps and the stuff being thrown pretty lightly. So, okay, not Dio, probably not Faye, didn't hunt from the same room, not Revenant, probably not Moroi, because it was normal speed. I'm gonna just leave if you don't mind. Oh yeah, break that light for me. Okay, let me... Cha-ching, okay. Oh man, now this ghost is starting to do stuff everywhere. I think it's just because it teleported with that ghost event. Okay though. We know it's probably not Faye. I really need to get hunted again or find the second evidence. It might just be UV. Well, we got hunted once. I'm gonna go take all my sanity, which will only put me up to 75. I don't think it's demon. We're gonna see if it's UV. I haven't checked for UV. I haven't checked for dots either. That's the problem. So okay, let's kind of reset this run. We'll get the dots in here, get the UV. We already have the UV light, but we'll get salt. And maybe another smudge and just wait till we get hunted again. But I really need to try and get the second evidence this time. Alright, well I decided that since this map is pretty good for running away from the ghost, we're not bringing in a smudge. If we get hunted, I'm gonna have to run, hopefully run into the kitchen and not get caught in the hallway. But I have... Oh god, I don't think I took the sanity. Okay, I didn't take the sanity. Let me drop this stuff in here. There's my 2 dots. I'm gonna go grab the sanity and then run back. I forgot to grab the sanity. Okay, well on Nightmare it's 25, so that should bring me back up to 100 actually, so I didn't realize, I thought even on Nightmare it wouldn't be enough to get back to 100, so I guess we're back at 100 if I remember math. But I wanted to make sure we get, see, I wish we could turn that. There are a lot of little quality of life things that I really wish they'd update. I do have a list of things, and maybe one day I'll talk about my requests and things that I have kind of wrong with this game and problems, but really I think this game, at least for my experience, has been pretty solid. Alright, we got this whole area. Unfortunately there's no dots in this section. I'm gonna put that more towards the corner. Okay. Only other thing, oh wait, Where's the, there it is, salt. So let me make sure I have the UV down. Well, I am seeing my breath. Put one in here just because. And then maybe right there. And now we wait. But what else could it be? It could be down to freezing. I might have to kick that breaker again to do this. We need to see if it'll go down to freezing. Alright, I don't have any smudges. If something happens, I'll try and film it. But here we go. I'm going to turn off the breaker and see if it'll go down to freezing. Because it got a lot colder in here, but it's not freezing yet. Also could just bring in the book. I mean, filming stuff's going to be easier. We already have all photos. I only need to film 3 things. We have door moved. Not a lot of objects to throw in here. Give us a sign, Patricia. I heard something. This is the problem with this ghost being in the hallway. She has no problem just like doing stuff through the wall. Let me just check and see if this is dropping or going up. It's going up because I think she's roaming. Maybe she just did something through the wall though, because she hasn't gone through any of the salt. So either she's just not in here. I really need her to like actually be interested in her ghost room. Is anyone here? Maybe I should go get motion sensor and stuff, but I'm gonna try and wait and see if we get the salt. I don't want to waste my salt. At some point, even if she's over here, she'll come back in. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? We already used this a pretty good amount. Let me scan. This is the only room. We're seeing our breath. 13. Well, the breaker's off, so now these other rooms are going to cool down. And the temperature's only really going up in this room. Let's see if she moved base. I have a weird feeling she did. Yeah, 6 degrees over here now. Okay, maybe that's my confirmation. Okay, let's now move everything over here. Now you're moving lights. I'm going to just survive. If we get hunted, I'm just gonna run. He says as he wastes all of his sprint. But here, let's get these main things down. At least we know for sure what room we're dealing with if we have the breaker off and we're seeing different cold rooms. I mean, she could have just been roaming in here, but as soon as I walked in here, she felt the need to attack, so I think the ghost is in here. We're gonna have to get more salt. I'm gonna bring the spirit box over there. Still have the EMF. Could be EMF 5. We're gonna have to do some more work. I mean, it could have had, had ghost orbs and it'd just be over here. I'm just working off the idea that this is the ghost room now. Is it getting any colder in here? I did notice this room was getting warmer. So this room is staying colder. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? Are you away? Are you here? Are you friendly? Is anyone here? Light is off, yes. Alright, see, this ghost is giving me a bit more trouble. I gotta go get more salt. Probably a motion sensor just to give me an idea where this ghost is. And maybe we'll finally get a smudge. Or maybe I'll get a crucifix and just to see if that helps me. Also, while I'm gone, maybe the temperatures will go down a bit more. Here, I do have salt in here, so if I get chased, the ghost will slow down, so it's not a bad idea to run through here. But here's all my stuff. I'm going to get a motion sensor, a crucifix, and another thing of salt to try and figure out if it's UV. Okay, I don't know if I'm in hunt range, but instead of taking a crucifix, I'm going to try to smudge for more activity, and maybe to give myself a moment here if we're in hunt range, because I don't know, we got one ghost event, and I've been in the dark. I don't exactly know if I'm in hunt range again. I'm gonna try and walk down here. Will we get hunted? Okay, you're doing stuff right here. Okay, yeah, you're right on top of me now. Put the motion sensor down. Salt here. Never mind. Salt here. Salt here. Salt here. I don't really care too much about filming the salt. And of course, you just go through the... I mean, maybe the mist form can't walk through salt, but you were right here. There's the motion sensor. There's disturbed salt. I don't know if I even got that. But I need to see... Where's my UV? No. Prints. Motion sense, mist form, ghost. Okay, so I could still get the salt if it walks through another salt. Let's get the motion sensor. I don't know, I kind of want the motion sensor here to help me, but I'm gonna film it by accident probably. Okay, what else can we do? I'm gonna check the temperature. Now you're doing stuff far away and the temperature's going up in here. Oh, just choose a room. And 3 rooms are cold now. If it's not going down to freezing, which I think it would have by now, I'm gonna turn the breaker back on. She's moving, so it's not a hunt. Okay. And there's that salt. So much for that. I turned the breaker back on now, and just to see, we're gonna have to figure out what the room is. I need to start paying attention if I only get one evidence. I need to actually start trying to see what the evidence I was missing was, because I've had a couple games where I was missing one evidence and I didn't really figure out which I could have been missing. Seems like normal speed. I don't think this is a demon. Also, I did smudge. I don't think it was 3 minutes. I wish I'd been paying attention to that smudge, but I didn't even know if I was in hunt range or not, so that, I don't know. Wasn't really doing a spirit test. Don't think it's poltergeist. Alright, let's keep working. If I just had the other piece of evidence, that's gonna be the main thing to help narrow this down. Because I'm gonna run back through here. Okay. I guess she just likes these hallways. Unfortunately, I don't have any more sanity. I don't know what I would guess this ghost to be. But unfortunately, this is the problem. I think it's time to change maps because I've been dealing with so many of these hallway ghosts. That's one kind of, let's say, complaint. It's not like it's a bad thing about the map, but one annoying thing to deal with when playing this map is you got this long hallway and then another hallway. So it's like you got this one big section to deal with. And this ghost just wants to roam everywhere. So I gave you a moment to attack me. I'm gonna go get 2 crucifixes, put them on this hallway, and just try and protect this whole side of the building and give myself some time. I don't know if we're gonna get a perfect game here. I'm gonna really try and just get this second evidence, but man, I don't know why nightmare ghosts have a really easy time hiding more than just one of their evidence. The only other thing I can think of doing is bringing in the audio recorder and getting some of this audio done. Maybe we'll get the crucifix burned audio. Filming stuff shouldn't be too hard. I only need one more thing. We got misformed motion ghost, so yeah, I could just get the fire in here or go for the salt again. But I'm gonna use this to cover everything I can all the way to that corner. Now let's look and see how far that goes over. All the way to about right here. So if we get this and cover most of that, let's just put it right here. I think that covers enough. Then that, yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to accomplish much here. I don't have a sanity. I mean, I could bring in a smudge. This ghost is roaming like crazy. That's the problem, is there's so much stuff. I mean, there's nothing I can do. Are you here? Are you here? Are you friendly? Screw you, man. Spirit box, are you really mimic? I gotta bring in another smudge. Let me see if I can, nope, can't record anything because I'm an idiot and I don't deserve any of this. Alright, I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna get a smudges, because the only thing that's gonna stop this ghost from hunting now are smudges. I'm gonna do a spirit test. I'm gonna go ahead and say not poltergeist, not moroi. That's either spirit or mare again. So let's just see what happens. I just have to assume now the ghost is liking the main hallway that it liked before. Once again, I'm gonna have to look and see how many times it changed its favorite room. But the plan, I'm gonna walk in here, smudge, and hope that I accomplish something. I'm gonna hope this ghost is in one of these rooms. I did see it was cool in that room in there. Audio recorder. I have my other smudge. See, that's why I don't know where to really sit here. I'm gonna try and find the ghost. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? See, that's just the water. This is not dirty water. Are you here? It just talked. Are you here?
Get away.
Okay, there's one easy one. Alright, I'm laser focusing in here. Can you do that again, please? Are you here, Patricia? You obviously are. I smudged, but didn't do the spirit test. I'm more worried about getting the media. And I was gonna say, did you do that on the other side of the wall? I think these only spawn where the ghost is actually standing. Boy, I might crash the game here. I think the game just did too much at one time. I wonder if that can happen. Because it just went from like me recording a laugh to a ghost event on top of each other, so it almost like overloaded the game. I'm going to smudge. Hold on. 2850. Now I'm probably not going to be able to do the math on the fly, but that'll give me a general idea. I think the ghost is nearby. I'm just going to continue to focus on this one. We have the audio. We only need one more video. Let me grab the camera. I have no idea where any of my stuff is. There's probably no reason to be in the dark, but why not? Have the lights on. Okay, grab the camera. It's not been a minute yet. Patricia, give us a sign. Could have filmed that. Not yet. I do think I've been successfully smudging her, at least. I have the motion sensor, but I need this firelight or some other... I already have object thrown. Bone is in here. I gotta pick that up if we want a perfect game. I was planning on taking a photo. Still no fire. Okay, it's been a minute and 20 seconds. Almost. I wanted to see the temperature. Dude, some of the shadows. I love the way that works. Yeah, I think she does just like this room. Okay, it's been a minute 30. I don't have another smudge. Can you blow out the candle? I don't know if I already have object thrown. If I get stuck in here, I'm gonna die. Okay, that was in the time frame. Yeah, that's not been 3 minutes. So I'm gonna say this is Mayor. I could be wrong, because I know I'm not exactly doing the math right. But I mean, that's everything. Is there any way we can figure out that it's a mare? It did break lights. I don't think it ever turned on a light. Did it? Was it the breaker? I'm gonna try and sit here. Probably gonna get hunted again. I do think that was under 3 minutes. I know I have a timer and everything, but between everything this goes, I'm trying to pay attention to if we get hunted, because I don't want to get caught in this hallway again, because if the ghost hunts on top of me, I'm probably just gonna die. We're not getting anything out of this. Okay. And then you do that. The ghost does not turn on a light. It hunted definitely before 3 minutes, and we just did a spirit thing. I just don't want to be wrong. Well, there's only so much I can do. Let me see if I can run away. Again? Really? Twice in one game? That should not be allowed. Like, even if... I'm pretty sure on other maps, if the ghost starts hunting, like an invisible wall just spawns here, and even if the door is open, you can't get out. So I don't know if that's just like an oversight, and maybe they'll fix that, but I don't like how you can just run out the building during a hunt. That's the whole point, is the ghost will trap you in there, but okay. I am kind of at my wit's end. I really think that was before 3 minutes. It was right after the 1 minute 30. There was not another minute 30 after that. My only guess is this is a mare. Could be poltergeist, but it did not seem like it was throwing crazy. And I never heard like a poltergeist explosion. Last time I had a poltergeist, I did hear the explosion, just didn't see it. But I'm going back with this, and let's see if we're actually right. But it just sucks because I'm not as confident in the smudge test, but I've used up all my smudges, so I guess it just gets to the point where you've used up all your items, so we gotta go back. Yeah, I guess this one was not gonna be a bit of an easier nightmare game. I don't even really feel like I deserve this if I'm right. It was a mare. It never turned on the light and it did break some lights. I don't know. I feel like that one was a little just like brute force, but we got it done. Even perfect investigation. I don't know how. I guess maybe just between the smudges towards the end, the ghost just did not want to hunt. Maybe because it's a mare, it will hunt if the light's on, which, I don't know. I had the light off a lot of that time, didn't I? What a weird mare. But let me also check. Favorite room changes, 10? Did it just go back and forth between the hallway? Remember that one moment where like 4 rooms were cold? Maybe it just went from like one hallway to the bathroom to the break room. Okay, well, we're gonna do one more game and see what happens. I am really enjoying this map, but I do think I'm starting to get sick of this hallway. So one more game here. Try and get perfect. If we die, we'll go again. But I'm going in the side door this time. Again, like, as soon as I open the door, I hear something happen. Were you in here? Don't have the breaker on. It's right here. And I swear I immediately heard something. But yeah, consensus is I really do think this is... Is it just random creaking? I've never heard that creaking. Maybe it was a door? Okay, you seem to be doing stuff over there. Well, I already have the bone. I'm going to walk through and look, but as I was saying, I'm going to look for the cursed item. But I do think this is like a perfect small map. I like that there's no upstairs or downstairs. I like that it feels very smart in how you can loop around here. You can loop around the whole building, and there is kind of a spot that's a dead end in the middle. There's the great looping spot around the kitchen. Let me hit these lights. So I really think this is a nice map, and it feels pretty unforgiving. I feel like that's one of the most beautiful things I like about this game is that the map location really affects what experience you're gonna have. So like the original Bleasdale was kind of hard. Oh, light on, not a mirror this time. This has not happened in a long time, where there's a door with a light open. I gotta not get distracted. But I like the idea of like the old Bleasdale had a bigger dead end where the workshop was, and they kind of fixed that with the new Bleasdale where you can loop around the building more. And I think that's going to be the idea with maps going forward, is that you're going to be able to loop around the building. But I think if there's maps kind of like this one in Bleasdale where you can loop around the building pretty easily, I feel like you should have some maps that are harder just in the way they're designed. Maybe just some more unforgiving layouts that are harder to deal with and harder to run away from the ghost. I think a variety would be good there. So there's a little bit of my opinions. I'm gonna run in here. Now, I did turn on the breaker. I guess you're not gonna do anything else. Let's take a look at the book. Elizabeth Young, motion sensor, video, and paramic. Okay, interesting objectives. Yep. I don't think I can take a photo of that, but I can take a photo of the EMF. Let me get this one light on. So I kind of look. Oh, it is the voodoo doll. I usually look, but I don't even know if I noticed. Okay, here we go. Bone, voodoo doll, EMF rating. We already got a start going this time. Way better start compared to last time. Now, if you could do me a favor, Elizabeth, and just stay in here, that'd be great. There's the cold. Are you in the stall? Excuse me? Did either of those... What? It actually worked as Shadow Ghost? And also, there's no static. So is that a phantom? There's no static. Turn that light back on. Okay. Ever since the Chronicle update, I know when you're supposed to take a photo. Like, maybe it's because it was Shadow? That is such a weird one because I never even saw the ghost. Get these damn doors open. If... I thought about this. Stop with the door touching, please. God. I noticed how like small and tight these bathrooms were. So dealing with the ghost in here is going to be annoying. These aren't like the other bathroom stalls. Okay, can you please shut the hell up? Let's try and get out of here. We have the Okay, we have the cursed items and everything. We have the bone. There's literally no reason for me to be looking in here. I don't know if I'm ever going to get this locker as a hiding spot. Yeah, I usually rely on lockers, but in this map, I mean, that's what's so beautiful about it, is you can just kind of loop around the map, and, you know, if the ghost is back here, you can hide out in the dining room, and kind of vice versa. You can run back in here and hide behind the desk. Okay, let's just try and get something in here to work with. I want to get the evidence stuff, so please, I'm going to try and work on getting evidence first. Well, since I feel like this is a phantom, I'm going in with the 3 phantom evidence, which is spirit box, UV, and dots. I really feel like this should be a thing where I look at that and say, yeah, that's phantom, but I never even saw the ghost, and it's a shadow ghost. It says it's a shadow ghost, but it's a picture of a bathroom stall. So I don't know what to think. It counts as a ghost photo, but I don't know if it counts as phantom. I'm hoping that my sanity is still good. We got a ghost event, but who knows what my sanity is. We got 1 dots projector down. This should cover the whole damn room. Are you here, Elizabeth? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? Are you away? Are you here? Please, you know, dirty water photo would be nice. Okay, are you here? Are you friendly? Am I still seeing my breath in here? I think so. You just did something out here. I'm gonna turn off the light and try to talk to you. Are you doing stuff through the wall? Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Okay, there's 1 for phantom. Should be looking for ghost orbs though. Ooh, nice throw. Please don't really make this your favorite room though. You have to do one of these things where we cover both the doorway and out here. Time it right. Good enough. I'm hoping that it, yeah, maybe for a minute we'll see her out here. There, I can check for UV on that. That is not what I'm looking for. What do I do with my UV light? Any UV on here? Nope. So that means it's probably gonna be... Alright, there goes my sanity. I wanna go ahead and leave. Not leave the map, but I wanna go get more equipment. She might hunt me. We're probably getting into hunt range already because we've had 2 events and she's been very active. Let me see if I can get out of here. I don't know. Phantom, we need to check for ghost orbs, so let me go get a video cam. What are these other objectives? Motion sensor, paramic. Might take 1 sanity just to give me a little bit more time here. But let me bring in some more stuff. Alright, well I changed my mind again. I'm going in with the rest of the evidence stuff. I'm gonna set it down. I did take a bit of sanity. I'm gonna see if we can get any of this last evidence. See if we can have a better time than we did last time. Took me a minute. I didn't get spirit box, and we got spirit box this time as well. But man, I had to work for it last time. I noticed you were hanging out in here. Do you now prefer this room? I swear it takes about every minute a nightmare ghost changes its favorite room. Yeah, you don't seem to like in here anymore. So well, I guess this was already out here a bit. I'm just gonna point it straight down, I guess. If you decide to go through one of these doorways, maybe you'll get caught. Oh yeah, book down. Look for a ghost orb. So Elizabeth, show yourself. You've been doing it before. I'd appreciate it if you appeared at the end of that hallway again. Is anyone here? I know there's a presence with me, so give us a sign. Why can't I just get like a dots ghost? When was the last time I had a dots ghost on Nightmare that wasn't a Goryo? I feel like dots is becoming harder than writing at this point. Maybe it's just gonna go down to freezing. Come on, Elizabeth, can we do something here? I did take sanity. God, I always regret taking sanity, don't I? Here's something going on down here. I think you're just throwing stuff in here. Okay, is that more paintings? Yeah. Well, you've tossed everything on the floor in here. Every single painting in a row. Still no video. Just object thrown. Is there anything else? What can I... Cans. What do we got in here? Should be looking for EMF. I guess, yeah, I shouldn't have really turned that off. Do we need any more photos? Like, we just need 1 more photo. We can get the spirit box later. Oh, hey, I got what I asked for. Okay, now we can get photo of ghost with that. Right, dots, spirit box. I guess this is gonna be a phantom. I needed to film. Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna go get another dots. We're gonna try and film this dots ghost. And then maybe I'll get a paramic and motion sensor. Start working on this, but I think we now have confirmed this is a phantom. It's just weird because I've never had a scenario. I'm still getting used to how phantoms are after the Chronicle update, because I filmed a phantom and it still had static. I know if you take a ghost photo, there's supposed to be static in there, and if there's no static, that's a phantom. Alright, not taking sanity this time, and I guess I am just prioritizing these objectives. I'm gonna sit in here with the paramic if I have to. I'm gonna get this motion sensor down. We might not need to film it. We probably will film it, but just not right away. Here's what I want to do. I'm gonna put this here. And of course you are over here. Put this down in the corner. I'm gonna give myself all the room in the world to film this. And I want to see if this ghost disappears like a phantom would as a dots ghost. So let's make sure this is all connected, right? Yep, and that whole dots field is connected. She just motion sensed down there. So do you want to do your dots and show yourself to me? Okay. And there it goes. Okay, well there's a ghost photo for you. I'm gonna drain my sanity. But there, okay, we do have a phantom. But what does that look like? Okay, pitch black. Alright, that doesn't help. It doesn't look like there's static in there, though. Just turn on. Oh, wait, what? What'd you just turn on? A fan? Like the. I thought I heard a beep. I think that's always on, isn't it? And maybe I'm just hearing it. I thought I heard a beep, though. Well, only a few more things we need to do. This is a much easier game, so the cleanup section of this one should be a lot easier. I don't like the idea of really sitting in the dark here. But let's get this out of the way. I just want to get this paramic objective done. We're gonna hopefully get it. I have to sit here for an hour. But we could get one hunt till it's not Dio. And we don't have salt in here yet, so. But we know it's a phantom from just filming it and it disappearing right before our eyes, so that was pretty obvious. I just didn't really have that experience last time I filmed a phantom. Oh, that was my breath. Thing is, if she's to my left, I might miss any kind of sound. Oh my god, what are you doing? I know this is the edge of your room. I'm gonna go back this way. I'm hoping I just don't get caught down here. Yep, okay, that was a hunt. Okay, don't. I'm gonna do what I said and finally hide behind here. This is a decent enough hiding spot if the ghost doesn't have any reason to come in here. Like, I should be safe. Like, as long the ghost won't even come over here. Right here, I think the ghost would see you, but yeah, if you're behind this chair, the ghost is not gonna see you. So this is a spot I've been wanting to use, so here we go. Lights are still on. Oh, that's cool. We could like watch the ghost hunt from in here. I might try that. We could see the ghost go down the hallway and then find its way and kill me too. Alright, either way, I'm enjoying this round a lot more than the last one. Let's see, I don't know what else I need media-wise. I'm gonna leave, maybe take a bit more sanity, or just get a smudge in here. But let me finish up and clean up this game, and I think this one should be a easier perfect. We did get the bone, right? That was only one of the first things we saw. Yeah. Okay, let's finish this game out. Well, I took 2 things of sanity. Maybe we'll have some more time. I'm hoping to just spend the rest of the time in there. We still gotta get the paramic. But I got also audio and firelight. I already have the motion sensor in here. So that should be good enough. Well, now you do the dirty water. Tell you what, I'd still appreciate that though. And you actually did do it all the way back here too. Maybe you just like this room again now. Let's see. I just kind of want to do this to see if it's actually not a wraith, but hey, maybe we'll actually get to film it. Also, the motion sensor's down here. Time to put everything on top of each other and hope we film something. Thing is, I can still film a dots ghost. I didn't grab a lighter. Ah. Oh well, let's see what we can do. For one, we check. I think you're probably a fan of this room again. There goes the salt. You're not a fan of this room either. I heard the salt. Oh, it was that one. I don't think we're gonna get UV. We're not. Because we have dots. It's not a mimic. Guess I could sit here with this. So we can go for the Dots Ghost still, which I have not seen, which is insane. Elizabeth, are you here? Give us a sign. Maybe this won't be as simple. Is anyone here? Oh, okay. I thought I heard something. Oh god, no. She seems to be really pissed at me now. Do you want to show yourself, Elizabeth? I should be good on sanity for now. Yeah, I guess I'm hearing the vent like through the wall right here. It sounds like it's more so on this side than it is inside the bathroom. Oh no, I don't need another object thrown. Could try to get a sound. Not if there's nothing. No sounds being made. Alright. You're gonna go through the motion sensor for me, Elizabeth? I don't appreciate you roaming around. There. Good enough for me. I'm gonna take this back here, maybe, you know, walk through. But now, I guess really, I gotta go back and look, get a lighter. What else can we do? We need one more video. We still need to get the audio. That's not gonna help me. I do have it on. See, I have a hard time telling sometimes. I gotta learn to just remember to keep the camera on me, so that way I don't have to go looking for it if something happens. I actually did it there. I just couldn't remember I had it on me. Too late for that. I don't know what I just filmed. I have no idea what I just filmed. What does it matter, because we only needed one more photo anyway. Oh no, object thrown? I didn't mean to do the duplicate object thrown. Oh, we started with object thrown. I didn't realize. We have one more deletion. Let's just go get the... I'll go get a smudge in case we get hunted. I'm gonna go get the firelight. We'll film that. And we still need bear mic, so I'm gonna have to wait. But alright, we got a couple more things to do here. Alright, I still need to remember we need to go for the audio, so I'm gonna have to spend some time in here. I have some more sanity. I think one more thing is sanity. Here's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna smudge. Hopefully. Hopefully the ghost is actually around here. I'll run in there for a split second, and then I'll toss it in there if the ghost is around here. So the idea is that I'll give myself a moment here. I do have another smudge, actually. So here's this. Oh, I'm gonna put this back. That shadow ghost. I already have shadow ghost film, don't I? Actually, translucent. I actually don't have shadow ghost. There you go. Thank you for giving me all the time in the world. Shadow, ghost, translucent ghost. That might be the most times I have had a ghost. Most videos of a ghost I've had in one game. 15, 15, 15. That is some good money. Okay, I'm looking for those stamps. Unique stamps, unique stamps. We still need the paramic. We still need this. But at least we've gotten some layers to this done. We don't need photos and we don't need video. So, time for the audio portion. Are you here? Did we get spirit box? I think we did. Are you here? Are you friendly? What did we get? Yeah, it was. Oops. Are you here? Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you hunting down there? I'm watching the sand go by through the window. Are you here? There's some kind of audio gumming over here. Oh boy, that's really cool. Alright. What am I? I don't need the salt. Are you here? Are you here? Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Hello? Are you here? Are you friendly? Just record it all. Record everything. Are you here? Are you friendly? I have no idea. Paranormal grooming. I still haven't gotten... Are you here? Are you here?
From behind.
After all that audio jungle, I didn't even get the spirit box. Alright, let me take a step back. I don't even know if that smudge worked. We got some really loud audio on this one. Okay, look, just like that, we are almost through. We still need spare... That's red light event. Okay, you. I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna go sit out in the dining room. I'm gonna listen for every sound I can. Covers this whole area. So the last thing I gotta do, I'm gonna finish this out by sitting here and waiting this out. Shouldn't take too long, right? That's the salt. Is she hunting? I think I'd hear. You can actually see her moving. Is she hunting? It's weird. I think she's hunting, but I can't hear her noises. You can tell how little I've used the paramic. I mean, you can literally see her walking around on the radar. But I thought you used to hear the groans and kind of like that. You used to hear the groans and stuff, though. I really need to play around more with the paramic. I was thinking of maybe prestiging a bit sooner, but I want to play around with the tier 3 stuff some more. So maybe not just yet will we be prestiging. Especially now that I'm kind of enjoying some of the bonuses that I've never even enjoyed before. I was gonna say, is she hunting again? Very interesting. I used this on the asylum and found the ghost, but the ghost was right in front of me when I found it, so it didn't really help that much. I want to get hunted one more time and see if I hear her groaning. Is that her going? Why don't I hear the groaning? Here goes nothing. Is that right? I don't hear any groaning. She doesn't see me either. Elizabeth, are you here? Are you friendly? Why can't I hear the... Oh! Why is she silent? I'm gonna... Oh my god. I was gonna run in here and hide. That is bizarre. See, this is where things lie on. Was that a bug? I don't know. I've used the spirit box. I've used the paramic before. Pointing at a ghost hunt, you always hear the groans. So what if they like, I don't know. What if they changed that to be harder? So if you're just like, you know, you don't realize you're getting hunted? I don't know, because she was right on top of me, even with the paramic, and I never heard it. I don't know, maybe if you know, let me know in the comments. But there, I think we're gonna get out of here. We actually did some experimenting, learned some new stuff about the tier 3 paramic, so maybe we'll end up using that some more if we go to a bigger map. I don't really know about the smaller maps, but I think for now, this is going to be our time on Nell's Diner. I think we will be visiting it again. I do want to play it somewhat regularly, because it is a new map and it is really fun. But I want to get back to some of the other new maps, or, you know, new reworks, and also get back to some of the classic maps. So for now, let's say goodbye to Nell's Diner. The thing I'm thinking about most is that paramic. I'm not exactly sure. Because the last time I used that paramic, you could hear the ghost hunting and not just necessarily hear the footsteps. Maybe that's a tier 3 thing? I don't know. Also, here we go, load. Another 2,000. So yeah, that's the thing I'm kind of afraid on prestiging is I'm not gonna have all the equipment to help me. Also, favorite only 2 that time. 5 abilities. The phantom ability. The phantom ability, I think it roams to you or teleports. It's one of the two. That's the one I gotta remember. I think the phantom will roam to you, but it does not leave the EMF 2. I think I'm right on that. But either way, there's been a lot of games on Nell's Diner. I think it's time for us to head back to some of the normal maps and talk a bit more, because I want to mention something about Tanglewood. I guess I'll just quickly mention it here, because on the Trello board, Tanglewood is up next for the rework. So I think they have said they're going to rework all the small maps, and I think they took a vote on the Discord one time, and people voted to rework all the maps. And that's part of the process of turning this game into something unique. I've said this before, but this year, they went from 8 employees to 30, and they have a full art team now, so this whole game is in the process. This is just the beginning of this game getting completely reworked into an original game. So if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.